Welcome back to Speak English Fluently Now. I'm Aria, and if you're new here, this is the place where real English actually starts to click. No textbooks, no boring grammar drills, just real conversation, real examples, and real progress.
And I'm Jack, your fellow English learner who has made every possible mistake so you don't have to. Mostly. We'll see how today goes.
No promises, right? So today, Jack, we are talking about something that trips up almost every English learner. And I mean almost every learner.
Ooh, okay. What is it?
The word if. Just 2 letters, but people are using it wrong every single day, and they don't even know it.
Wait, seriously? I use if all the time. I thought I had that one down.
That's exactly the problem. Everyone thinks they know if, but there are actually different types of if sentences, and each one works differently. Use the wrong one and your whole sentence sounds off. Native speakers notice, even if they don't say anything.
Okay, now I'm a little worried. How bad could it be?
Let me give you a situation. Imagine you're at work. Your manager asks you, "Can you finish the report today?" And you want to say, "Maybe, but only if you don't have other tasks." So you say, "If I will have time, I will do it."
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
And that, my friend, is the mistake. That sentence has a grammar error that makes native speakers pause. And today, we're fixing it. All of it.
Okay, I'm very ready. Let's go.
Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode. It really does help this channel grow. All right, let's talk about if. Okay, rule number 1, and this is the big one that most people get wrong. When you're talking about something that's possible in the future, you use if plus simple present, not if plus will. Say it with me. If I have time, I will do it, not if I will have time.
Wait, hold on. Why? Both are talking about the future, right? So why can't I use will in both parts?
Great question. In English, the if part, we call it the condition, always uses simple present for future situations. The will goes in the result part only. So the structure is if plus present tense, will plus verb.
So the if part doesn't get will. Got it. Kinda.
Let me give you examples. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. If she calls me, I'll pick up. If we leave early, we won't hit traffic. You see? Present tense after if every time.
Okay, let me try. If I study hard, I will pass the exam.
Perfect. That is exactly right.
Yes, nailed it.
Memory tip for rule 1. After if, kick will out. Present tense only in the condition clause. Rule number 2, this one's about imaginary situations. When you're talking about something that isn't real right now, something you're just imagining, you use if plus past tense and would in the result. Like, if I had $1 million, I would travel the world. I don't actually have $1 million, I'm just imagining.
Oh, so this is like a dream situation.
Exactly. Dream situations, hypothetical ideas, things that aren't true right now. If I were the boss, I would change the schedule. If we lived closer, we'd meet up every week. If she spoke Spanish, she would get that job.
Okay, so if I had more time, I will learn guitar.
Almost. You used will there, but since this is imaginary, it should be would. If I had more time, I would learn guitar.
Ah, right. Would, not will. Got it.
Memory tip for rule 2, imaginary situation equals past tense plus would. Think of it as the dream formula. Rule number 3, this one surprises people. When you're talking about a past situation that did not happen, something you regret or wish had been different, you use if plus past perfect and would have in the result. Like, if I had studied more, I would have passed the test. I didn't study, I didn't pass, but I'm imagining what could have been.
Oh, wow, that's a whole different level. If I had studied, that's like 2 pasts.
Exactly. Had studied is past perfect. It goes even further back in time. If I had left earlier, I would have caught the bus. If she had called me, I would have come. If they had prepared better, they would have won the game.
Okay, if I had known, I would told you.
You're so close. Don't forget have. I would have told you. That have is important.
Would have told, right. I keep forgetting that have.
Memory tip for Rule 3. Past regret equals past perfect plus would have. This is the regret formula. And rule number 4, and this one's quick but super useful. Sometimes if is used to be polite or formal, especially in business or professional situations. If you could send me the file, that would be great. If you have a moment, I'd love your feedback. This isn't really a condition, it's just a gentle, polite way of making a request.
Oh, so it's basically a soft please?
Yes, exactly. It softens the request, makes you sound professional and considerate. Native speakers use this all the time in emails and meetings.
That's actually really useful. I'm definitely using that in my next email.
Memory tip for Rule 4, polite if softens requests. It's not about conditions, it's about tone. Okay, let's do a quick pronunciation and natural speech tip. When native speakers use if in fast speech, especially in the imaginary form, they often shorten would to just d. So instead of saying, if I had time, I would go, they say, if I had time, I'd go. And would have becomes would've, or sometimes it even sounds like woulda in really casual speech.
Woulda? Like WOULDA?
Yes, in very casual conversation. If she had told me, I woulda helped. It's not formal, but you'll hear it a lot. Try the natural version. If I lived closer, I'd visit more often.
If I lived closer, I'd visit more often. Ah, that does feel more natural.
And wrong way, if I lived closer, I would to visit more. That extra to sneaks in sometimes. Totally wrong. Never add to after would.
Noted. No sneaky to.
All right, phrase pack time. 10 real-life phrases using if. Listeners, say each one softly as we go. Ready?
Ready.
Phrase 1. If you don't mind.
If you don't mind, could I sit here?
Love it. This is a classic polite opener. Use it when asking for something small from a stranger or colleague. Very natural, very common. Phrase 2. If anything comes up.
Let me know if anything comes up.
Perfect. This is great for work situations. You're telling someone to keep you informed. Use it when delegating tasks or wrapping up a meeting. Phrase 3. If I were you.
If I were you, I'd take that job offer.
Yes. Notice it's were, not was, even for I. This is the imaginary form, so we always say if I were. Use it when giving advice. Phrase 4. Even if.
I'm going for a walk, even if it's cold.
Great. Even if means the condition doesn't change your plan. It shows determination or stubbornness, depending on the situation. Phrase 5. Only if.
I'll come to the party, only if you promise it ends by 10.
Haha, very relatable. Only if sets a strict condition, one condition and one condition only. Phrase 6. What if?
What if we took a different route?
Good. What if introduces a new idea or possibility, great for brainstorming, suggesting alternatives, or imagining scenarios. Phrase 7. As if.
He acted as if nothing happened.
Nice. As if compares something to an imaginary situation. In casual speech, it also shows disbelief, as if I would do that. Phrase 8. If only.
If only I had more time in the mornings.
That's a wish, a regret about something that isn't true. If only expresses longing or wishful thinking, very natural in everyday conversation. Phrase 9. If so.
Are you free this weekend? If so, let's meet up.
Excellent. If so means if that is the case. It's a smart way to link two ideas without repeating yourself, very common in writing and speech. And phrase 10. If in doubt.
If in doubt, always ask your manager.
Perfect. This is a fixed expression, very useful for giving advice or instructions. You'll see it in workplace emails, manuals, and everyday conversation. Quiz time. 5 questions. Listeners, try to answer before Jack does. Ready, Jack?
Born ready, probably.
Question 1. Multiple choice. Which is correct? A. If I see her, I will say hello. B. If I see her, I will say hello.
Definitely B. You can't use will in the if part.
Correct. Rule 1. After if in future real situations, always use simple present. Question 2. Correct the mistake. If she worked harder, she would get promoted.
If she worked harder, she would get promoted. The would in the if part has to go.
Exactly right. The imaginary form uses past tense in the condition, not would. Question 3. Make it more natural. If you do not mind, I want to ask you something.
If you don't mind, could I ask you something? A bit softer, right?
Yes, using a contraction and switching to could makes it sound more natural and less direct. Well done. Question 4. Real-life situation. Your friend asks if you want to go hiking this weekend, but you're not sure yet. What do you say?
I'll come if the weather's good. Or, let me know the plan. I'll join if nothing else comes up.
Both are perfect, natural, real, and grammatically correct. Listeners, did you think of something similar? Question 5. Open answer. Tell us, what would you do if you had a whole free week with no responsibilities? Use if I had in your answer.
Oh, easy. If I had a whole free week, I would sleep for 3 days straight, then slowly panic about what I'm missing.
Very honest. Listeners, write your own answer in the comments. We read every single one. Let's show you what today's phrases sound like in a real conversation. Jack and I are just two friends talking. Listen for the if phrases.
Hey, are you coming to Sarah's dinner on Friday?
If nothing comes up, yes, I've got a deadline that's been stressing me out.
If I were you, I'd just go anyway. You need a break.
Easy for you to say. What if Sarah changes the time? She always does that.
Even if she changes it, I'm still going. I already said yes.
Fair enough. If you don't mind, can you let me know what time it ends up being?
Of course. If anything changes, I'll text you right away.
Thanks. If only I didn't have so much on my plate this week.
I know, but you'll get through it. If in doubt, just message me.
We do. I'll come if I can wrap things up by 6. Okay, did you catch the phrases? We used if nothing comes up, if I were you, what if, even if you don't mind, if anything changes, if only, if in doubt, and if I can. Every single one felt natural because we used them in a real back and forth. That's the goal. Not perfect grammar in isolation, but smooth, natural sentences in real conversation. Let's talk mistakes. The most common one we already covered, putting will in the if part. If I will go, wrong. If I go, right. This happens because in many languages, both parts of the sentence use the future form. In English, only the result part does.
Yeah, I definitely do that one. Or did. Past tense now.
Mistake 2, using was instead of were in imaginary sentences. If I was you, that's something you hear, but the grammatically correct form in formal and written English is if I were you. Were is used for all subjects in the imaginary form.
Wait, so if I was rich?
In casual spoken English, people do say if I was, but in anything written or professional, use if I were. It's the safer choice.
Good to know. I'll use were.
And mistake 3, dropping have in the past regret form. If I had known, I would told you. That missing have, I would have told you, is the error. It happens because have is small and easy to skip, but it completely changes the grammar. Always include it. Practice time. 4 situations, Jack responds, and then you try too. Situation 1, workplace. Your colleague asks, "Can you review my presentation before the meeting?" You want to say yes, but only if you finish your own work first.
Sure, I'll review it if I get done with my report by noon.
Natural and clear. Listeners, now you try. Think of your own condition and say it out loud. Situation 2, friendship. Your friend wants to go to a new restaurant but isn't sure if it's worth it. Give advice using if I were you.
If I were you, I'd just try it once. If you don't like it, at least you know.
Perfect. 2 if uses in one answer. Well done. Listeners, try that one too. Situation 3, past regret. You missed an important call from your sister. She's a little upset. What do you say?
I'm so sorry. If I had seen your call, I would have picked up right away. Does that sound right?
That sounds completely right. Past perfect plus would have, that's the regret formula. Situation 4, polite request. You're at a coffee shop and someone is sitting near your bag. You want to ask them to watch it for a moment.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could you keep an eye on my bag? I'll be right back.
Lovely. Polite, clear, natural. Listeners, if you don't mind is one of the most useful phrases you will use every day. Practice it. Recap time. Let's go fast.
Rule 1. Future real situations, if plus present tense. No will in the if part.
Rule 2, imaginary situations. If plus past tense plus would.
Rule 3. Past regrets. If plus past perfect plus would have.
Rule 4, polite requests. If softens the ask. Think tone, not condition.
And remember, after if, kick will out.
The powerful takeaway for today is if is not one rule, it's a whole system. Master that system and your English instantly sounds more natural, more fluent, and more confident. Okay, one final challenge before we say goodbye. Your practice question: if you could live in any city in the world, where would you go and why? Use the imaginary form. If I could live in, I would.
Oh, I love this one. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would move to Lisbon. The weather, the food, the vibe, I would never leave.
Beautiful answer. Now, listeners, your turn. Write your answer in the comments right now. We genuinely love reading your sentences.
And if you enjoyed this episode, which, obviously you did, please give it a like. It really helps other learners find this channel.
Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that bell icon so you get notified every time we drop a new episode, and share this with one friend who's learning English. That means the world to us.
Seriously, every like, every comment, every share, it keeps this channel going. So thank you, genuinely.
We'll see you in the next one. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember,
fluency isn't a destination. It's just what happens when you don't quit.
bye everyone.
See you next time.